too long with a flick of a wrist. It all comes down. Your good intentions flutter around. So break down.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Doc Penny's and another billiard stream match, billiards camera live stream match. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure to like and share, follow on both the billiards camera, YouTube, and Facebook pages, please.
So glad you mentioned that.
Yeah.
We have been enjoying the posts of the matches, the replays on the YouTube page. Very nicely done.
Got a Masters format race today that will be taking place between TJ Dunlap and Bryan Wood. As I said, this is a Masters race, and it will be a race to 11.
A typical Masters race is a race to 7. You will play 8 games of 9-ball and 5 games of 8-ball. We are starting with 8-ball, and since we're extending the race, they are going to start with 8 games of 8-ball and then switch to 9-ball. There could potentially be 13 games of 9-ball, but we'll be playing our 8 straight games of 8-ball here to get started. They have decided that they will be taking their predetermined break after the 8-ball games are done. So we will see all of 8-ball, take a small break, and then come back and continue 9-ball until either player has 11 games won.
Very good. Thank you, Michael. Just so you're aware, you've got Michael and myself doing the live stream for you today here from Doc Penny's. So feel free to chime in, let us know where you're watching from. If you've got any questions or comments, we greatly appreciate it. So let's get this underway, as they are underway, obviously.
Couple of rules that they have decided to play with. You know, every time we do one of these live streams, we let the players determine whether they're counting this, counting that. We are playing 8-ball. I'm pretty sure they're doing call ball and pocket, no slop. And 8-ball on the break will not count as a win, or it will. Let me verify that. I'll confuse myself.
Always good to double check the rules after the fact. That's the way we do things.
I'm trying to do about 4 things at once. I should probably focus on one thing, huh?
Yeah, both of us are kind of in the same boat between the controls being run and trying to make sure everything's enjoyable for the folks out there on the interwebs.
First thing I'm going to do before I look up the rules is get this shared, and we ask that you, if you are watching, just please share it to your page. Tag a few people that you think are pool fanatics, enjoy watching a nice game of pool. We'll kind of get into these players here in a minute. I think most pool players around the state know both of these guys.
And if you don't know them, you should. Both of them. Well, I can't speak to both of them. I just met TJ today, so I can't go into that, but I'm very familiar with Bryan. Super nice guy.
I'm getting there, I think. I'm just not figuring stuff out today, apparently. Trying to share here. Won't let me share and tag. shares to that page. Anyway, I guess the feed has now been shared to my page as well. I'm going to tag Bryan TJ in this real quick.
I know you guys are also happy you get to listen to the thinking out loud part here, but
they're probably surprised that we're thinking at all.
This is true. It's better than dead air, though, so I think we're both happy with it. Dead air! This is the first time that both of these gentlemen have had the opportunity to play here at Doc Penny's, so I'm sure they're having to get adjusted.
I've already got to correct you today.
Oh.
TJ was here Friday night for our blind draw tournament.
Oh, okay.
We had a blind draw 9-ball tournament Friday night, and he actually got teamed up with Tyler Teague.
Oh, that's right.
Going owners, and they won the tournament. So
okay,
he's got some experience in here, and he's got some winning experience in here already.
Okay, very good. So the point that I was trying to get to was potentially newer tables to them may give a little bit of a learning curve on the front end, but obviously TJ is used to them some, but both players were shooting around earlier, getting used to the lay of the land, the roll of the felt.
Bryan called a defense on that shot, so we did get a hit. We need 8 to get to a rail, which it did. First game in a race to 11. We're going to be playing 8 games of 8-ball. Start. Wanted to get that hit and kind of take away the 5-ball from the bottom left corner pocket, which he did. So 5-ball is going to be the key in TJ getting out here. Probably didn't want to be on the rail here. Could have used this 1 to try to get over behind the 5, but the only thing you can do now is go forward, and it's a little bit scratchy. But I believe he's just setting up for the bank and going to have to go for it here, unless we see a lot of action with a draw or top here. I just don't think the 5 goes past the 8 in that bottom left corner. Yeah, just set up for the bank.
Yep. Safe bet. Safer bet.
Now, do you shoot the 5 to bank and make it and try to break out the 8, or do you kind of shoot some sort of shot that okay, well, let's just play defense then.
Very sneaky defense.
It was a good defense, but if he does get ball in hand back, don't see a pocket. So I don't expect Bryan to monster hit this and break it out just in case he gets a bad hit. He's not too upset with the ball in hand.
A good swing at it, though. For the viewers we have out there, again, I appreciate you tuning in. Would love to have some interaction from you guys. Feel free to send us some comments, questions, especially on the audio side. Let us know how the audio is coming out on your end. Trying to monitor as best we can. Looks like Bryan did a nice gentle touch of the 8 there. We'll see what TJ's got.
I only got some separation between the 5 and 8, kind of forced the shot.
That was very nice.
Yeah, nice bank. All or nothing shot. You know, you don't make it, you're not going to win the rack. But I decided to go for it and hit a nice shot. TJ up 1-0. All right, so to clarify some rules here, let me get back and find that. We do appreciate everybody tuning in on this Sunday afternoon. Looks like a nice day outside. All right, they are allowing jumps, push out in 9-ball. We'll get to that. They are calling the 8-ball and calling the 9-ball later. 8 and a 9 on the snap does count. We do see an 8-ball made or a 9-ball made later, it will be a win. Those of you interested in, if you don't know Bryan and TJ, we'll kind of give you some skill levels. Bryan's been, I think, a 6 in 8-ball and 9-ball for a year or so. I haven't known TJ as long, but I believe he's a 6 in both as well. So just, based on paper, it looks like a pretty even match, which all of our matches we do try to get evenly matched. Both players play out of Little Rock, Pulaski County, APA. So both of these guys drove over an hour to come play down here at Doc Penny's, and can't thank them enough for doing so. Pretty cool that they would want to come down and do this.
Absolutely.
All right. TJ is a 5 in 8-ball and a 6 in 9-ball. I'm getting some text from some listeners helping me with the skill levels, so I appreciate you. Appreciate you listening. You can comment on our feed if you would like to, instead of hitting me up by text, but regardless, appreciate the feedback there. So TJ is a 5 and a 6, 5 in 8-ball and a 6 in 9-ball. And Bryan Wood is one higher in each. He is a 6 in 8-ball and a 7 in 9-ball. So on paper, Bryan one skill level better, but like I said, they are playing to an even race today. Two guys that know each other very well. They are friends. Boy, do they like to talk a little shit to each other too. So could be entertaining if we can catch any of their audio.
What did they discuss about taking a possible break halfway through?
We are going to take a break after we complete the 8-ball set. We're playing 8 games of 8-ball.
Okay.
And then we will finish with 9-ball. But as soon as that last 8-ball game is played, they will be taking a small break.
Okay. For those of you tuning in, when they go to take their break, we will temporarily shut down the stream and then restart it when they begin their 9-ball set. Probably use the same title for your reference and just add part 2 to it, something along those lines. So
one of the reasons we want to do that, I believe, is, you don't know whether it's 5 or 15-minute break as a viewer, and you may get bored of watching our little
shenanigans,
of course. So the best thing you can do is like the Billiards Camera page and turn on notifications for it. So when we go live, you will get a notification on your phone. Hey, they're back up. So you don't have to sit there and wait. That's the best thing you can do. Defense is the call here. I'm going to try to hit this 7-ball and not give him a shot at the end. A nice little carom there. So, new addition to the live stream. We have purchased and are using a set of TV balls today. So I no longer have an issue between that danged old 2 and 4 ball.
Or the 7. 7 throws
yeah.
some difficulty in there from time to time.
So 4 balls coming out pink. The 7 ball is now brown.
Like he's going to try a little masse action. I don't know if he was attempting the masse or the jump.
Well, yeah.
Regardless, it was not masse, it was messy.
The result did not give us any kind of idea of what he was trying to do.
No.
Pocketed 2 of TJ's solids there. So 2 ball out now for TJ to get up in this match early, 2-0. Bryan's obviously upset about it. He's cackling.
Oh, yeah.
Around the corner, around the table. 2-0 lead for TJ against Bryan. We do have a match later today. This is the first of 2 live stream matches that we're going to be doing today. We have Shane Bryant and Gerald Falco playing later this afternoon. Probably be about 6 o'clock early this evening. I believe both players skill level 6 in 9-ball. But they will be playing 10-ball tonight. That will be the second of our 2 live streams today. We are open here at Doc Penny's. If you want to come down, if you're in town, come down and spectate. We've got tables available to play on today. We did get our beer and wine license. So we are now selling beer. We haven't got wine yet. But cold beer, kitchen's open, 6 tables available to come play. Watch these guys duke it out. Love to have you guys come down to Doc Penny's this afternoon.
An ice cold beer does sound pretty good right now. I may have to sneak over and snag myself one.
There was a little bit of joking before the match started between the 2. I was kind of chatting with them about whatever, but I really just wanted to listen to them talk some smack to each other. TJ was like, so Brian's going to be giving me 3 games, just so you know. And Brian, of course, said no. And I said, well, Brian may let you get up 3-0 just to make you feel good, and I'll be darned if it ain't already 2-0.
Right.
I was talking to Ian Parrish. He was here Friday night. Him and TJ came down together to play in our tournament. And Ian has already commented with a kind of a hello laughing smiley face. So hello, Ian. And Ian is a teammate of each of these players. So I was kind of trying to get a feel about how this match may go today. His teammate's probably a pretty good judge, and he couldn't come up with a decision. He said, TJ's playing real well. Brian's been off. Had a little bit of a surgery. I think maybe has only been back playing for a couple weeks now.
Okay, yeah, I briefly heard him talking to TJ beforehand. I wasn't sure what the surgical procedure was, but maybe we can get him Mike's side and let him explain his situation.
If it was my guess, it was a frontal lobotomy.
I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy.
That makes me happy.
Right. I don't think you expected me to actually know that one, so.
Well, nothing you do surprises me, sir. All right, we seem to have a lag on the Facebook feed, so I'm going to refresh that. Maybe it was just my computer.
I hope so.
All right, those of you on Facebook watching with us, if you do experience some lagginess or get kicked off and you've got my number, you can shoot me a message and let me know
Any difficulties, or difficulties if you prefer.
Got a little bit away from him there, but it looks like he's got a cut on the 9. Yeah, I think the 8 was in a little bit away there. Looks like we've got a couple new Hey, Ian, thanks, buddy. I know you're rooting for both of them. And we just want a good match and anticipate that for sure. And Robert Wilson, man. I will express that good luck to them, hopefully.
Does Ian prefer Ian or is it Ian? I don't know if you remember the old school 90210 days when you had Ian Ziering.
That's true.
One of the douchebags on that show.
Well, Ian Parrish is a douchebag, so.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Of course, I'm kidding.
Right. Perish the thought.
Good, Ian. You're not here to audibly rebut anything we say. You can only comment, so I don't have to listen to you. You have to listen to us. Yeah, we're already going to deem this pick on Ian day. Ian gave me enough trouble Friday night.
National Pick on Ian Day.
Yes. And 3-0,
Wow.
just like was discussed before the match got started.
It's one of those, you're going to give me 3 on the line, whether you want it or not.
I'm Bryan a little rusty here, and there was some talk, we're not real sure his pull stroke, not been back from, it's not serious medical issues, but hadn't been playing long, and we see a couple little missed shots here early that are a result of that, I'm sure. But as the match goes on, Bryan has played a lot of pool tournaments, a lot of APA, a lot of money games, and been around for a long time doing this. I'm sure he's not frustrated, and I'm sure he'll figure out something and find a stroke.
Oh, absolutely. And like I mentioned earlier, this is new lay of the land for him, checking out this table, way the felt rolls. Usually, even from table to table in the same pool hall, it may take a couple racks before you get used to the stroke of that particular table.
Okay, I had not yet determined if they were calling 8 only or calling everything, but we did just see him call that 11 ball in the side pocket. So now we know that if something is slopped in, it probably will not count. At some point today, Tyler Teague is in the house. One of the victors from last week's showdown.
The Tyler Teague?
The Tyler Teague is in the house.
The one and only.
YouTube star now. He's going to jump on and commentary with us a little bit today.
All right.
We had hoped to get Austin Greco by popular demand back, but just so many demands on his life that he couldn't make it today.
Everybody loves the smooth, sultry sounds of Austin Greco.
TJ coming out here feeling pretty good. He's not much stall or pause in his shooting. Sees the shot, knows what he wants to do, gets up there and fires. Got unlucky on that one. Now the 15 is frozen to the 5. Not frozen to it, but obviously 15 only goes in one pocket. And boy, you can't cut it here. Did he just call the 15? Oh, safety.
That's a nice safety.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, really the only thing he's left with is a defense of his own if he chooses to, or the bank shot on the 2. I don't know, the 3 may go in the side now that I'm looking at it.
The idea here is to, find a shot that you can maybe make, but if you don't, you leave it as difficult. I don't see a defense that hooks TJ on both of his stripes, but going for the 3 on the side here. Gonna have to start. We need to give these side pocket corners a name. As much as they mess with the players on our live stream here.
I'm thinking. I'll try to come up with something.
I'm trying to kickstart my brain into thinking, and it's not working yet.
He got a nice bit of draw out of that. I don't think he pulled it quite as far back as he wanted to, but he gave it his all for sure.
Couple options here. Back bank into the side where he's at. Could play a carom off the 6 and bank. He's going for a kick. Boy, he almost made it, and the cue ball gets away from him. 3-0 lead. You got to applaud a guy going for the tougher shot that has a higher probability of make.
Right.
Couldn't be no defense there was going to be had, so he had to go for something, but got a nice hit, pushed the 8 ball towards the right pocket, but cue ball just snuck over in the side pocket. 3-1. All right, we got a new commenter with some suggestions. He says, call the side pockets the shutter pockets. Dakota, thank you for your
input. Trying to figure out the shutter aspect of it, though.
All right.
So you shudder to think, as in you're shaking, or shudders?
Well, shudder to think is 8 ball on the snap. There we go. All of a sudden, 3-2. Shudder to think is SHUDDER.
Ah, okay.
So shutter, immediately I think of window shutters.
Yep, I can see that.
That's I don't know if we're catching much of their video, but joking with each other about the rack, checking the rack, and he snapped the 8, and he's not expecting the best rack here. Well, movement on the 8, and nothing does fall this time.
Anthony, as far as that comment goes, there is no such thing as a wrong one.
Andy, I am going to step off here a while and let Tyler jump in.
Okay.
Y'all have fun?
Yes, sir. All right, we are now joined by the amazing, the illustrious Tyler Teague. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing well, Andy. How about yourself?
No complaints. Got another live stream going on. Getting to hang out with good people, watch some good pool. So, loving it.
Doesn't get much better than this.
Not without chemicals. I know you were away for a moment. I don't know if you were able to catch that last one where Bryan snapped the 8.
I did. Yeah. I know he said he was gonna get an infamous Malvern rack on the receipt.
Oh, is that what he was referring to them as?
Yeah, after he snapped the 8.
What up, Catfish? How are you today, sir? Glad to see you joining us.
I think Bryan just elected to play a defense there because he does have one trouble ball, so I'm gonna try to force his opponent to break it out. Massey, good hit.
Yeah,
Good.
caught the fly ball just right.
Yeah.
Sent it into the rail to make sure you got a legal hit.
It's not ball in hand, but Bryan does have a chance to get out here if he gets good shape here. It's a pretty good shot.
Yeah, I think he's still trying to get used to the side pockets there. That one, he kind of used the whole pocket to roll that one in, so I think he's...
These side pockets, you have to be really, really soft with it. Slows down.
Nice
Good shot.
Yep, nice around the world play.
Yeah, he'll probably try to hit this one pocket speed.
Yeah, I'm thinking if you hit this one, like you say, pocket speed very slowly, give you good shape on the 13.
Yeah. He was conscious of it.
He did leave himself reasonable shape on the 13 there. Yeah. I do say reasonable. He would have been bridging over the 8 ball, which we all know is fun.
TJ really wants to shoot the 5, as I think that's the 5, but he's over the 8, so he's going to elect to shoot the 2. Pretty good result.
I don't think the 5 ball will go past the 13.
I think it will on a valley if he plays it really, really soft. That's a pretty good shot right there.
That was very nice. He's going to have to go rail first. But, oh,
no.
Okay,
no.
It snuck right by. I didn't realize. I couldn't tell. I thought it was much closer than it was.
It's a good out for TJ there.
Very good out. Putting him up 4-2. 4-2, master race going to 11. They're starting out with 8 ball. And then once Mike was going over all the rules. I can't remember how many racks of 8 ball they were going to do. But
I know in I think your traditional Masters race is to 7. And I think you play 5 racks of, well, if you elect to play.
no, your traditional Masters race is German. They are the master race, as you were called.
Oh, gosh.
Right. So I believe that TJ may have run to take care of some business for a moment. So, like I say, got Tyler here with us.
I wouldn't say I'm illustrious, by the way, Andy.
Illustrious?
I appreciate it.
I don't know, man. That head of hair, that's pretty. I'm liking that.
Yeah. So pretty you just can't even see it.
That's right. All right, got TJ back up to the table here.
Back into the action. He's going for the second ball break, trying to snap that 8. Pretty good spread there. Let's see. 5, 6, 7. Is it open after the break? Or is it take what you make?
I think it's take what you make.
Okay.
Ian chimed in saying that he believed there was going to be 8 racks of 8-ball. Thank you for the info, sir. So we are 6 deep into that. Working on number 7. As we mentioned, after the end of the 8-ball set, we will be taking a short intermission.
Oh, so early 8. That's
early
unfortunate.
8. That's kicking the balls.
He was feeling good. I feel like he kind of rushed that shot. I am guilty of doing that too. So,
I think we all are.
It looked like he was kind of struggling with his break in the first few games, and he finally got a really good break and got amped up a little bit. Like, okay, maybe I can run this rack, and he just kind of rushed it a little bit. I feel, but I could be wrong.
We're all guilty of it.
Go get that die.
I believe if Mike was here, we would be able to refer to that as the Alabama Rattler. Just kind of
I like that.
Slowly bobbles that pocket. Rattlesnake.
Slowly bobbles but doesn't bite.
That's right.
I like that catfish. I feel like it should be reversed though. Too rich for my blood.
The reverse catfish, not to be confused with reverse cowgirl. So,
Bryan trying to figure out where he wants to get the cue ball after he makes this. Okay, I think he's going for the 13-10. No? Yeah, he's got to take this ball right now.
very nice.
Yep.
Leaves him with a 9-ball.
9-ball gets him.
I think the 9-ball will help out. Then he can use the 10 to bust out the 13. So
Normally you want to get your clusters early. You don't want to save your breakout shot right now. But really didn't have a choice. There was a lot of traffic in the rack. Oh, easy, easy, easy. Perfect speed.
right, that just under pocket speed.
Right. I like what he did there. Just electing to not bust it out. Your higher level players really don't like to touch any of the traffic that's on the table because it's all unpredictable once it does happen. So that's a killer shot right there. The 8 must go past the 4 if he shot it like that. So let's see if it does. Try to kiss it off of it, I think. Still a pretty good run, but
Very nice, actually. Yep.
yeah.
He had a lot of traffic to work in and out of there. So
Yeah. Unfortunately, when you do all the work, your opponent has all his soldiers left on the battlefield, so
Yeah, almost handing it to him on a silver platter, but
Yeah. But we're
almost.
Still got to do the work, though. That was a really nice shot. You can tell he's feeling it right now. Just kind of getting in rhythm. Balls are having a little bit of pace on them.
PJ definitely has a confident stroke about him.
Yes. 2-ball kind of. You actually want to. Well, I would probably draw it. Yeah. You wanted to leave yourself an angle to where you could get back on the 8. You didn't want to get straight in.
No, pop this in the side.
Yep. Come back out. Oh, just kind of rushed it a little bit, maybe. Commentator's curse.
Yep. Not a, definitely not a gimme shot, but
Nope.
for Bryan, it's very makeable. That's going to be the commentator curse, I'm sure.
Ran it down the rail like a pro.
Very good. All right. There's 4-4 in this race to 11. Again, master format.
Yep, tied it up.
So
That was it with 8-ball, I think.
That is the end of the 8-ball. So we are going to take a short intermission, and we will restart the feed again shortly. So appreciate you guys checking us out, and we will get back to you in a little bit. Thanks.